Hello everybody, happy Thursday, and welcome to Cafe MB. We come to you live every Tuesday and Thursday, and we give you guys kick-ass culinary creations, showing you how to do all types of different recipes, and everything is based in the foundation of our wonderful magical butter machine. Today, we're gonna show you how to make rock lobster mac and cheese. Now, the reason why we call this recipe rock lobster is because it's gonna rock your freaking world. This is one heck of a recipe. Now, before we get into the recipe, just like we do every Tuesday and Thursday, we're gonna give you guys an opportunity to win a machine. Now, to be eligible, you're gonna have to share. So share this video and keep sharing. And please, keep giving us those thumbs up and hearts, because we love that. That just shows us so much love, guys. Okay, now to start this recipe, we're going to grill our lobster. We have these beautiful cold water wild caught lobsters, and we're just gonna place them on our really nice super hot grill and get this thing started. Now, if you're on the West Coast and lobsters aren't as prominent, I suggest you use a Dungeness crab as a substitution. Dungeness crab, as a matter of fact, we did this exact same recipe in Seattle just a little bit ago, and we used Dungeness crab because lobster was just not that easy to find, and it came out so good. Now what we're doing is we're brushing a little bit of fresh garlic, black pepper, salt, lime juice, and magical olive oil, and we're literally just gonna put this right in the middle of our lobsters. And don't worry if it flares up. It not only looks sexy, that char is really gonna add a nice flavor to these lobsters. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn these over and get these cooked really nice and beautiful. Now, with this lobster, we're not gonna have to cook it all the way because they're gonna bake inside the mac and cheese. So do not worry if it's a little undercooked. Ooh, let's get some flares. Ooh, yeah, let's get some of that right there on top of the meat. These lobsters are gonna take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. Now you can simply, boom. We're gonna shut the top on that. We're gonna let those cook for about, like I said, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Now, one of the reasons why I'm keeping them in the shell is the shell is gonna protect a lot of that moisture from escaping out, and it's also, those shells have a lot of flavor, and that flavor is gonna just get pushed right inside that meat, along with that wonderful magical olive oil, and this is made super duper easy. Now, we do all types of different oils, butters, we do fruit butters. We just got finished doing a great scampi butter for one of my friends in his restaurant, and when you do fresh herbs like that, inside of our magical butter machine, you don't use as much as you're normally going to use. I would normally use a whole bushel of basil, and because the magical butter machine is so efficient at extracting those nutrients and flavors off those herbs, I only had to use half in my butter, and that is also going to save you some money. We're going to check on our lobsters. Boop, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Look at those things, huh? Those are absolutely freaking gorgeous. You got some nice color on there. Now, what the shells are also gonna do is they're gonna act as a nice little steam capsule. So when I take them off here and they continue to cook, they're not gonna overcook like I says. I'm gonna leave them a little undercooked. I really want to get a nice char from the grill. Add a nice little depth of flavor. Boom, bada bing. And there that is. All right, I'm gonna turn these one more time. And these are gonna be just about ready to rock and roll. Boom, there you go. We're gonna close this down. We're gonna let that sit, and that's gonna cook for about another minute. And then we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna put this whole recipe together. So please stay tuned. We'll be back in just one moment. Welcome back, everybody. Just in case you're just joining us, this is Cafe MB. We're live to you every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm a little out of breath. I had to run upstairs. Okay, real quick recap if you're just joining us. Today, we're making a delicious lobster and mac that we call Rock Lobster Mac and Cheese. It's infused, and the foundation is our wonderful and beautiful magical butter. Super, super easy to make. If you don't know how to if you don't know how this machine works and you're joining us for the very first time, let me give you a quick recap on how to make magical butter. You're simply gonna take your decarbed herbs and your clarified butter. Remove the top of your machine, place all of the ingredients inside the machine. Secure the head back onto the machine and plug your machine in. Then you're gonna select the temperature for 160 degrees and your time for 2 hours. And the machine will do the rest of the work for you. The machine is literally going to heat, chop, stir, grind, and extract all the nutrients off your herbs and put it right into your butter, or your coconut oil, or your glycerin, or your alcohol extraction. Whatever you're doing, the machine makes a beautiful, consistent, killer extraction every time at the touch of a button. I mean, what's better than that? I pretty much can't think of anything. Okay, guys, we grilled our lobsters. They're just about 3/4 of the way cooked. We put a nice, beautiful magical butter olive oil with some fresh herbs, garlic, and lime in there to give it a nice, bright flavor. And now we're going to build our cheese sauce. And the foundation of our cheese sauce, as in many of our recipes, is going to be this wonderful magical butter. So come on over to the stove and I'm going to show you how we're going to put this wonderful cheese sauce together. Come on, guys, come and hang out with me. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our stove on medium high. If you have an induction or an electric stove, that's going to be around 7. If you have a gas stove, you'll be able to tell. High is all the way up, medium high is right in between halfway and all the way. So like 3/4 of the way, or as we say in Brooklyn, 3/4 of the way, huh? Forget about it. All right, guys, we're literally going to take our magical butter and we're going to melt that butter. And this, as I said before, this is going to be the foundation of our cheese sauce. And this butter is going to do two things. It's going to build our roux, and our roux is going to be our thickening agent. And the butter is also going to act as this wonderful medium, and it's going to allow the cheese and the milk to marry each other and be one beautiful sauce. It's going to allow that cheese to melt enough and the butter to heat up enough, and it's just going to take everything in that pool, marry it, and make it a cheese, lovely, wonderful, magical yumminess. There's the best way I can describe it. All right, guys, we got our butter, and our butter is just about melted, and to that, we're going to add 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. Now, that flour is going to be the second ingredient in our roux. Usually a roux is equal parts of flour and fat. Our fat is our butter, obviously. And for this, we're not going to use quite as much flour because I want a little extra butter so that it can cut the cheese and really, like I said before, bring everything together. Now, all I'm going to do is simply whisk this for about a minute or two, and that's going to help to cook out that floury flavor. And it's also going to help give the roux a little bit darker of a color. But this right now, this is about perfect. I'm whipping it. It's becoming pale and fluffy. And that is right where we want it. Now, our next ingredient we're going to add is cream cheese. And we're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now, this is the first ingredient that I've ever used as far as a traditional Alfredo sauce that my mom used to make. The first time I ever deviated from her recipe was using cream cheese. Now, this cream cheese is going to give it a delicious, tangy, perfect bite. It's just going to be one freaking awesome addition. Now we are going to add slowly, we're going to start to add 3.5 cups of milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup at a time. And the reason being is I want to make sure everything is getting mixed nice, being brought to a smooth consistency. And then I'll add a little more milk. And what it also does is it also helps the milk come up to temperature so that when you're pouring, if you pour all your milk in at once, your cheese sauce is going to get very cold and it's going to take a little bit longer for you to actually get to melt your cheese in. Ha, bada bing. Look at that. That's freaking beautiful. Oh my God. That magical butter smells so incredible. The cream cheese, I haven't even added much of anything else yet. And this is already taken off to be one dynamite sauce. Oh. All right. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to add 3 cups, and I'm going to reserve a 1/2 cup. And the reason why I'm going to reserve that is because once I start adding my cheeses, it might be a little too thick. And if it is, we're just going to thin it out with a little milk. Now, while this is getting nice and warm, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. You need salt and pepper and everything. You gotta season your food, peoples. 1 tablespoon of your favorite hot sauce. I am using sriracha hot sauce because I love it. And are you ready for this, guys? Here's the love right here. 1 tablespoon of white truffle oil. That is going to give your lobster mac that next level flavor right there. Oh my God. That just wafted up into my big nose, and all I could smell is truffle deliciousness. Now to this, I have Gruyere cheese. If Gruyere is a little bit too hard to find, you could use Asiago cheese. You could use white cheddar. That's a perfect substitution. If you're going to use white cheddar, I would add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So I'd probably use about 10 ounces of white cheddar and 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this a little bit at a time, and we're simply going to whisk it in so that all of the cheese melts nice and evenly. And this is literally how you build any cheese sauce. It's just mix, 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 and more mixing. With cheese, of course. And this is a very, very simple recipe. As you can see, very straightforward, very delicious, and extremely satisfying. Now, if you have a significant other and you really want to impress them, you can make this. I would suggest you cut the recipe in half unless you guys are really hungry. But if you have a nice dinner party or you're having some people over, some company, if you have a football or a baseball or a hockey game or a basketball game that you want to watch and you want to impress your friends, this is the perfect dish for you. Very simple, very easy. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, just to let you know, this is Cafe MB. We are giving you a chance to win a Magical Butter machine by sharing this recipe. So make sure you share, share, share. Boom. And we're showing you how to make a lobster mac and cheese, which we call Rock Lobster Mac. Speaking of which, let's give away some mats. You know what? Let's give away some 4-packs first. We're going to give away some 4-packs. Now, to be eligible to win this, we want you to hashtag Rock Lobster. And we're going to give away 4 4-packs. So 4 lucky winners are going to win this. Hashtag Rock Lobster. And you will win. Remember, guys, we're giving away a machine. So share, 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 share. Okay, our next ingredient is going to be sharp cheddar cheese. And this is 8 ounces. This is a very, very rich, delicious cheese sauce. Ha ha. Whew. God bless. This is so good. And as you can see, guys, whoop, whoop, everything is starting to come together. Just keep adding your cheese, and as you add, just keep whisking. Just keep whisking away. Now, we're going to, you know what? Let's give something else away. Let's give away another machine. Yeah! Let's give away another machine. 2 machines. Whoa! To be eligible to win this machine, we want you to do hashtag Mac Attack for mac and cheese, baby. Hashtag Mac Attack. We love you guys so much, and you guys give so much to us that we want to give away a little extra to you guys. Thank you as always for watching us, man. We really, really appreciate you. And please, please, oh please, keep sending those hearts and those thumbs up, because that really, really, really makes us feel better. Now I'm going to go back and check out the video and the responses and go and pick winners for this. And as always, I would like to thank you ahead of schedule. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting us. Oh, there it is, guys. There it is. And that, as they say, is that. We have a wonderful, super delicious, medicated, magical cheese sauce. Oh, the truffle oil. Look at this, guys. This is just beautiful. Boom. You see how it looks? All that cheese. We added 1.25 pounds of cheese in there, plus the cream cheese. And it is absolutely decadent, isn't it? Woo! Okay, now for this, I like to use baby farfalle, or little bow tie pastas. And the reason why I like to use the small ones is because I want as much sauce surrounding every piece of pasta as possible. Now before we add our cheese sauce, boom, 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 we are going to cut our lobsters. Boom, look at this, guys. Now, what I would suggest you do with the lobster shells is what I do with my lobster shells is I save my lobster shells, I put them in a stock pot, I fill them about 1.5 inches, 2 inches over the shells with water, add some onion, some garlic, some celery and some carrot, and I let that cook for about half hour, 35 minutes. And when you're done, you have a super dope, holy wow, beautiful lobster stock. And you can use that lobster stock in pretty much anything. As you see, we're just simply cutting them right down the middle and leaving these big, beautiful chunks, because who doesn't want lobster in like every bite, right? God, oh my, guys, I really wish you could taste this. It is beyond delicious. Oh, the butter in there, the oil, the fresh herb oil that we have in here is just sending my nose into a happy overdrive. I just want to keep smelling it. I actually just want to keep eating it. All right, I'm going to take our lobster, place it right inside our pasta. And now, there we go. We're going to take our cheese sauce and put our cheese sauce right inside. Boom, boom, boom. Ready? Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now, don't worry if it looks a little wet. Pay it no mind. The pasta was cooked a little bit less than al dente. It's cooked about 3/4 of the way. So if it looks like it's really soupy, have zero fears, because that extra sauce is going to be absorbed, and that's going to help finish cooking the rest of the pasta. And man, oh man, oh my God. Guys, look at this. This is crazy good. Just crazy good. This is absurd. Oh, thank you, Magical Butter. Now we're just going to add the rest of that sauce in there. We're going to stir it real quick. And then we're going to add a nice little topping. Now on this topping, the reason why we did this topping is just to add a little texture difference. I took some plain breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, some Magical Butter, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And we just toasted it nicely in a saute pan for about 3 to 5 minutes. Get them not quite golden brown, but just so that all of the butter is absorbed. Boom. Now it is time to place inside of our baking dish. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. This is crazy. Just absolutely freaking crazy. This is so good. I am trying so hard not to drool. Ah, this is great, guys. Now we're simply going to just even this out nice. That panko topping that I told you, it's right here. Now look at that. It's so simple. So simple. We're just going, like I said, we just put some butter, Parmesan cheese, a little salt, a little garlic powder, and we're just going to sprinkle that on top. Now this is not just an extra level of infusion. This is a total contrast of everything that's in here. You got this beautiful, creamy sauce. You have the nice pasta, that beautiful, succulent, buttery lobster, and then this great little crunch that goes on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this, place it into our oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. And that is that. Simply place in, let cook until golden, delicious, brown, and bubbly. And look at that. Look at that thing, huh? There's our final product. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just in case you just got in and you don't know, we're Cafe MB. We come to you live every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and we show you how to make incredible, dope culinary creations. And everything is based around this wonderful Magical Butter machine. We're giving away 2 machines, guys. One for sharing, so please share. And one for a hashtag, and that hashtag, what was that hashtag again? MB Mac Attack. That was the hashtag. So you got MB Mac Attack for a machine. You got MB Rock Lobster to win yourself some 4-packs. Share this video And guys, before we go, I'm starving and I'm dying to get some of this. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, God bless my soul. I am so happy. I don't know what I'm going to do other than eat this. And yes, I am going to eat this. Hey, guys, check us out next Tuesday. Monday, we'll be announcing the winners for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Chef Joey Galliano. We are MagicalButter.com. If you need this or any other recipe, please go to our website, MagicalButter.com, and check out our recipe section. Peace out, guys, and cheers to goodness.